But no, it's just like,
Terrible movie.
dude, it's like, what the fuck? It's like I've heard Manscaped 1,000 times. Or like, let me tell you about cars.com. Cars.com is full of blah, blah, blah. And it's like, those are the worst. And they're the worst when podcasters think it's a good idea to put it right at the beginning of the podcast. Because you're still, what happens, there's a psychology to this. And I know the psychology of reading the ads at the beginning of the show are like, oh, more people will hear them. So I get that, but really what they should be doing is getting into being like, oh, the podcast is full of this and that today. It's going to be all kinds of stuff. But, so let's get into it. And then they get into like one topic and then like maybe after like 15 minutes, drop the first ad because at that point, your listener has already like committed and you've already delivered a bunch of value. So if you've delivered a bunch of value of content and then they're like, oh, I'm definitely listening to this whole podcast. This is great. And then you pop in with, all right, well, real quick, we got to pay this. We got to talk about 5-hour energy right now or whatever. And you'll actually sit and listen to it a lot more. You'll be like, oh, okay. And you'll be listening to one topic. And then like maybe, but if you just start the ad reads like in the first 5 minutes after you do this little intro thing and then you're like, okay, like Jericho's podcast drives me nuts now. It's like, dude, wait until you've delivered something first before you read the fucking ads because I can't tell you how many times I turn off. But also, I've already got it in my hand to fast forward because I just picked it up and I'm like, all right, let me skip through some of the intro. Okay, we're 4 minutes in, and now I go to put the phone down. I'm still listening to. Let me see where the vibe of this. And then fucking, oh, let me tell you guys. So fucking golfclubs.com and then it's like a 3-minute ad. It's a 3-minute read. A lot of them are like 3 minutes. And she starts talking about it and I'm like, oh, I pick the phone back up again. And then I fast forward a little bit. And then it's like, okay, now we're into the podcast. And then chances are the next ad, I just deal with it. But that's why don't read an ad in the first fucking 15 minutes. Get to some juice.
I'll tell you a good one I saw was top intercontinental champions of all time. I won't mention the channel because I know you fucking hate them, but it was like after they got through like 6 of them and they got done doing a really good one, then they go to a 15-second commercial. And it was always the 5 to 15-second commercials. And then they do like 6 more and they would always be planted in, boom, right at the beginning of the next number. And you're like, fuck, I don't want to turn off of this because I'm enjoying the list. It's like, well, someone really planned out their ad reads on that one and made sure they were the short ones.
Yeah, short ones are great. Like, people appreciate it. They understand you got to get paid or, you have to make some money and, maybe they'll even buy the thing. But it's like, yeah, doing a 3-minute read in the first 10 minutes is enraging. And by the way, what's up, everybody? We are live tonight, unfortunately, from the Evil Spectrum channel because we really had good traction over on, Corrupted Nation. Last week's show did really well, especially last week was a comeback show. We'd been gone for 2 weeks, and we came back last week, and we had a really good showing. Even Troy called up too, so we had a lot of fun shit to talk about. And so here we are on Evil Spectrum. We'll be back on, hopefully be back on Corrupted Nation next week. Once I get the copyright issue resolved, which it should be by next week. So we're going to talk about, Tommy blocking people. We'll talk about that. He's been on rants. People have been sending me actually sound clips of him on rants about me everywhere. To my face, he says nothing's wrong, except for that time he yelled at me on the phone randomly. And he's like, I don't know why all Joe's friends tag me or whatever. And it's like, dude, everybody tags you everywhere, all over the place. It's not just me. These are like,
welcome to Twitter.
Yeah. Oh my God, they tag me. You know what it is like when he does something silly, he's been complaining about that, not just on my show and everywhere, but on other people's shows, complaining about me, like, oh, they tag me everywhere. And people sent me these clips and they're like, dude, this guy's like fake. He like talks shit about you other places and acts weird. I'm like, yeah, that's because other people feed him weird shit, information, unfortunately. Like I don't really talk to Tommy that much about anything serious other than like, hey, what's up? And, oh, I hope you're doing good. And, Kay, want to come on the show? And how's your, family? What's up? Like on the side, that's how I talk with him. But like, other people talk to him like, oh, Joe's fucked up and crazy. And I know these things because Tommy tells me.
Jesus.
People talk shit and then think that Tommy's not going to tell people about it. It's the funniest fucking thing. And I'm like, yeah, I basically expected that's why you said that. Okay. You know, Tommy like fucking rats out anybody. It's fucking hilarious. But I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, dude, how fucked up is it that people try to manipulate an autistic guy to hate me? Like, that's fucking bizarre to me. But you know what? In the end, dude, I don't care. You know, they'll be judged when they go to whatever they believe in, because most of them believe in God and religion and stuff like that, yet they're some of the worst people ever. The people that
they're going to be real pissed when they find out there's no judgment day.
Yeah, man, some of the biggest some of the most religious people or say that they're virtuous or whatever are some of the most sick people out there. Like, to be honest, like I don't claim any virtue of anything, and I can't imagine. I don't know, it's just weird, but whatever. There's nothing you can do about it. There's so many people that do it to Tommy. He believes stuff, you know. He doesn't understand. And I don't know, there's nothing you can do about that, you know. I'm not going to get mad at him for it.
The things that I'm in with Tommy, and they're not very often, but when I do, it's like, it's not even like shitting on him. It's just like random shit. Like, oh, look at this news story. And they thought to throw Tommy in there. It's like, you should appreciate that someone wanted to share that. I mean, usually when people shit on Tommy, they don't tag him. Like, they don't have the balls to do it or something.
Well, everybody in the chat, the one good thing about tonight, even though we have to be live over here on this channel, I could have gone live on Joe Cronin Show, probably had, you know, hundreds more listeners and stuff like that, but I just don't want to keep this stuff on the wrestling channel much. It's already weird that I do the Sunday night thing over there. But what I want to say is super chats work here, so if anybody wants a super chat tonight, they will work over here. And if anybody knows people that don't know that we're live over here, feel free to tell people on Twitter, reach out to people, groups, DMs, whatever you got to do. I did try to spread the word everywhere I could, so hopefully people will pick up on it throughout the night. But, you know, and if you're new to the channel for some reason, what's up? Subscribe, and make sure, this is why you got to subscribe to all my channels, Corrupted Nation, Joe Cronin Show, and here on Evil Spectrum 3, and even Twitch, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. Some people didn't know we were live here other than the tweet that I put out, so that was good too. Patreon also, I put out a big tweet about it. So, yeah. What's up? Fucking, yeah, so we can talk about Brady.
What?
I mean, we'll talk about that afterwards, but what are you thinking about, Drew?
Well, I actually, a little mini spoiler from Corrupted yesterday was on Monday, for those who didn't know, on Patreon, but you guys had a question about what video game would you make, and I'm glad Jesse is here because I had a funny fucking idea. I was laughing at myself all day thinking of the possibilities, but a JCS. Could you imagine like a Wandy running around with a towel on his head shooting people?
Oh my God. Yeah, dude.
And then of course you know who the bad guys would be.
Me?
And Tommy would be the first boss, and after you kill him, like in the third level, he comes back as Chester,
the molester.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Monica
dude.
would be the chick on the info screen.
Yeah, she'd be like she'd be the one like in like Solid Snake, or like in like Metal Gear Solid 2. She'd be coming up on the screen like tee, and she'd be like, "You got to do this now," and like, remember this,
right?
Oh yeah, you know,
Dr.
if we had
Earl
a million,
would revive you, but also run the gun shop.
Yeah, Dr. Earl would definitely be like the shotgun guy.
There's like a random Tommy C left.
Oh my God. Oh, you know, he'd be the main villain at the end, maybe. Come on, Cronin. Come on. He's on the top of a building, and you got to throw him off the building to beat the game. It's Tommy. And Dead on Dave is just a faggot in the game. Oh my God.
And then you got the different NPCs, you know, it'd be like, the people in the chat that aren't very active, but you know who they are and that. And then each of like the playable characters would have each of their special powers. Like I would put you to sleep, and Joe would, I don't know, just ass rape you or something. And that's his, killer move.
Monetize this, the game. Yeah. If we were, if I was that popular, like if I had millions of subs, that could be a reality. Like if I had 5 million subscribers, and by the way, if I had 5 million subscribers and put on the shows I put on the last 2 years, I probably wouldn't be on the internet. My show, I feel like flies under the radar enough that we can still
Right.
like do the shock stuff we do. But like if this show was any bigger, you know what I mean? And like people like, you know, Keemstar and all these other people were really watching it. I mean, I know the Keemstars watched before, but if he really was watching and all these other people were watching and like we said some of the things and did some of the things we did, we'd be like on a podium every week from cancel culture. We'd be on a podium every week like, oh, this is what I and I'd tell people to go fuck themselves is what I would do.
You'll know you're in trouble when you get your Wikipedia page.
Yeah, exactly. But we'd get a video game probably, though. That's the thing. And you know what? Actually, you know what
That's
happened
true.
is it'd be like seconds away from releasing. You know what I mean? And like Heistman's power in the game is he eats watermelon. You know, like he powers up. Yeah, we'd be like...
You can buy your joints from him.
Yeah, all kinds of stereotypical things. And
Justin Bailey as the deer.
Justin Bailey as the deer.
That's
But yeah.
like the whole game, like you're getting picked off by him, like he's sniping at you somewhere.
No, it'd be...
start at the game as a deer.
Yeah, we would... Oh, no, you know what you do? You know what it is you don't want to get the deer head put on you. If you get the deer head put on you, then Bailey actually turns rogue and thinks you're a deer. That could be a part of the game. That could be pretty good.
Oh,
that could be really good.
Boomer Randall would be like a bonus quest or something. It's a hidden quest.
He'd be Boner Randall.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Ooh, we got a sub.
Oh, shit.
Antoine Pleasant came over from the other channels. What's up, Antoine? How you doing, man? Thank you very much for subbing over here and pouring a beer for yourself. Unbelievable shit, man. Thank you, bro. I salute you. I salute you
Justin
long
Bailey would...
and hard, motherfucker.
Justin Bailey would be a sailboat.
Oh, that you just ride him like a cunt. Oh my god, that'd be great. Can anybody hear the sounds, by the way?
Oh yeah, I heard the.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
He'd be Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Like,
oh, you would be.
Yeah, I'll be like at the top, like fucking. Woo! Get him!
Half smoked, black and mild in your mouth, unlit.
Oh, black and mild. You know, people were so mad about, or rather, it's Costanza was so mad about being blocked by Tommy. Tommy's pulling a JD. It looks like to me. By the way, like he's just.
Everybody?
Well, he doesn't follow me anymore on Twitter. Tommy.
Who?
Tommy doesn't,
okay.
Which is weird for Tommy. That's how I know people are like in his ear saying things to him that are crazy. And he told me.
But he's got a more direct link to you, that's why.
But yeah. But it's still weird that he doesn't follow me. But it's Costanza. You know, he tweeted earlier about Tommy blocking him. And I got this clip right here that I got to play if I can find the fucking like. I'm looking for it because it's fucking hilarious. God damn it, where is it? All day I've been waiting. All day I've been waiting to play.
The suspense is killing us.
Well, he said he couldn't. Oh, here it is. I found it. Oh, he did retweet it. Why can't I? What the fuck? I can't. Oh, here it is. Okay, here you go. Listen.
Oh, you fucking faggot! Tommy, block me! Oh no, you're a fucking faggot! Go to Wendy's and eat a burger, you fat fuck.
Jesus, the next one banning it will be Twitter themselves.
Fucking faggot. Tommy, block me. Oh no, you're a fucking faggot.
Wow, I mean, that's actually kind of funny, man. So,
wonder how long that'll be up before Twitter gives him the old boot.
Well, if he ever, when he finds out about it, yeah, he'll probably, because he's, you know him, he'll go, can you do something for me? There's a guy who did this. Can you flag that for me? Like, he'll go around telling people that, because he used to do that to me. I mean, that's why he
get more people to report it.
That's why he came to me for the Leafy thing. Well, I told him about the Leafy thing, and then he told me to go after the guy. He does that all the time. He goes to people and goes, "Can you go out? Can you get that because he shouldn't be doing that because he called me a faggot, which isn't nice. That's not right." Like, he'll really do that. He'll say he doesn't do that, but he does that. He's very bizarre, and that's what I think happened to that video that I made about him that day, where I exposed what he did to me, which is still up on my website, JoeCroninShow.net. If you want to see that video, by the way, it's free. It's up there. You can watch it because there's no censorship on my website, JoeCroninShow.net. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Been a while since I've seen that.
Pour me a beer.
It's a good
You've
one.
got a new subscriber.
We got another sub. Christopher Filopini. What's up, man, Christopher? How you doing, Christopher? Pour a beer, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Tommy. Did he really get that much attention? Is this really stemming from people giving him attention on Twitter? Like, isn't that what he wanted? Isn't that like his goal in life, is to get attention? Yeah,
it's very weird. It's bizarre. It's just the people that he's taken out, really. It's all, like, he makes a video called, here's the thing. He makes a video called, like, I suck off a peach, and then he, like, licks a peach, or I pie myself in the face, or whatever, one of those weird videos. And then what he does is he'll message me and be like, did you see my video yet? Did you see it? He'll message me it, like, did you see it? And then,
or he'll send it to you.
But that's that same exact video that he's talking about. Tons of you guys will tag me in them. Tons of you guys, Arush and Chu, Constanza,
right.
Go down the list of everybody who will tag me and be like, did you see what Tommy did? And he's been ranting and raving about how that's not cool. He's like, I don't understand why people tag me, like tag you to like tell them about me, what I did or whatever. It's like, well, when people do something funny or weird, like, people tag people to tell them. Like, it's just, what are you talking about?
Would he be happier if no one followed him on Twitter and just left him alone? I mean, what's the point?
I don't know.
What's the point of Twitter if you don't want to be talked to?
No, I'll tell you what it is. Somebody got in his ear and said, it's fucked up that all these people, like, run to Joe to tell him about you, and and then he shits on you, and how can he really be your friend, like, and that type of stuff. So that's what that's what weird people do. I won't say who, but it's just weird. And whatever. What are you gonna do about it? But he now he believes that. So now he's blocking the people that that send it to anybody. Meanwhile, the people that are telling him this, they themselves are tagged in everything he does. So it makes no sense. But there's a double standard for some people out there that's very bizarre.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Well, speaking of Toms, you said Tom Brady was one of the topics tonight.
Tom Brady, man. Dude, the article today in the Tom Curran said, or the publish, or the quote that's published everywhere. I read this morning. I'm clicking on the page now. It goes, Tom Brady to the Patriots or the Titans. It's 50-50. With the 49ers closing hard on the outside. I read that article, dude, and I was like, what? Closing hard on the outside?
You
what
made
the
it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God.
A really good quarterback, and you would be targeting Tom Brady?
Well, because
the twilight of
they wanted Tom originally. They want Tom Brady. The 49ers
right.
The 49ers wanted Tom Brady, and the Patriots said, well, we won't give you Tom Brady, but we'll give you Garoppolo. And Garoppolo's been playing really well while Tom was out, so wouldn't you like Garoppolo? And they're like, all right, we'll take Garoppolo. So now I almost believe that there's a possibility that the Patriots could get Garoppolo back, and Tom Brady could go to the 49ers again. Because I think the 49ers might have thought, like, hey, if we had Tom Brady, we could have won that Super Bowl. And I think that'd
be a weird move.
It would be I'll take it. Because after we traded, we won a Super Bowl. They didn't. We traded Garoppolo, and Brady won a Super Bowl.
Well, true, but
they got Garoppolo.
Brady's not going to help them in 10 years.
Well, exactly. That's why I'll take it. I hope it happens. Because it'll be cool to watch Tom Brady be able to play in front of for the team that he grew up loving with Joe Montana. So go ahead, and I think that'd be nice. There's no way his wife wants to live in trash San Francisco, though, so they're probably going to go to San Diego anyway. And just go for the drive.
See, someone asked me this earlier, and first of all, Tom Brady's going to have to start wherever he goes. He's not going to go to another team to sit on the bench. He's Tom fucking Brady. So that's the first thing. Second of all, I just don't see it happening. I mean, if Belichick's still there in New England, he's not going anywhere, right?
No, I mean, Belichick, I think, wanted Garoppolo last time around. The ownership told him, fuck you.
I don't know. I just don't see Brady in another jersey.
Yeah.
It's a very weird alternate universe, I guess, where you would see that.
Well,
in my mind,
I didn't think we'd see Favre in another jersey.
Well, that's true.
And I didn't think we'd see Peyton Manning.
That was actually how I corrected myself.
I didn't think we
Montana.
I didn't think we'd see Peyton. Yeah, Montana, Peyton Manning. I didn't see any of these guys in another jersey. But yeah, I mean, I hope that he stays. Fuck it. Even if we don't, we don't win almost. There's something about staying on our team that I like. I don't know. So I'll be okay with it if he stays either way.
The one difference I'll say with Tom Brady, he's 42 right now. These guys were still in their late 30s. He's got a few more years on him. And I know he's like some freaking cybernetic freak, but did I lose you guys?
No, they're
oh wow, it just went really quiet. But at 42, 43, probably at the time that the next season starts, is it really? I don't know, man. I think it feels different this time around. Where with Favre, it's like this is weird, but I get it. With Montana, it's weird, but I get it. With Brady, it would be weird, and I wouldn't get it, I guess.
Well, anyway, that's the situation with Brady, and I just like that the 49ers are coming in hard at the back door, or whatever the fuck that quote said. They fucking killed me. What the fuck? Brady to the Patriots. Patriots or Titans with the 49ers closing hard on the outside. The fuck? Is this the clip? Does he actually say it in this clip?
Tom Brady, New England Patriots, and we talked earlier in the program about the reality based upon a Tom Curran item from NBC Sports Boston that it's not a done deal yet that Tom Brady is leaving the Patriots. There was a frenzy that broke out in Indianapolis last week as reporters tried to get ahead of the...
Oh, they're just going to talk about it like I am. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, that quote was fucking hilarious from Tom Curran. But anyway, yeah, everything... I'm sure we'll move on now because most people, only a few people give a fuck about Patriots and sports and stuff like that. I'm sure Jesse's committed suicide by now. Good news is Jake DeMarco's okay, everybody. He got out of surgery. He's in some, he says,
nice.
He says horrific pain, so that's not good, but he's okay. He's alive. But he got
out of surgery in a body bag.
He's... Imagine if they had to fucking, oh my God, if he died during surgery and they had to zip him, like the bag that they would have, Jesus. That they would have to put DeMarco in. It would be fucking awful for them. No, I'm just kidding. No, Jake, what's up, man? Hopefully he's listening. I see. I'm wondering if he doesn't know that I'm live on Evil Spectrum, but he may not be listening. He may be out in his bed, just passed out right now. But I'm really happy.
That's true.
I didn't hear from him for a while today, and obviously he has no internet at his house, and he's obviously in the hospital still, but so I couldn't get a hold of him. So whenever he has these health issues, I just fucking sit here like lost. Like, I hope he's okay. What's going on? I'm not going to like text his wife and be like, hey, are you okay? But I'm like sitting here wondering and thinking and worrying about him.
I don't know, with that I was thinking, because it was a little bit before, anyone heard anything or whatever. And I was just like, he probably got out of surgery, was tired, didn't feel like messaging anybody, that sort of thing. So,
oh God, yeah. You wouldn't give a fuck. If I was in surgery, you wouldn't hear from me for like days. People would be really worried. I mean, maybe I'd send out a tweet and be like, fucking I'm alive now. Bye.
MTV hates white people.
Yeah. I'll probably die of an infection. Oh, I'd get all fucking...
Right.
I'd get all paranoid. I'd get like major anxiety that I'd get an infection or something like that.
I have never had a surgery in my life, other than dental, but I've never had like a, cut you open surgery.
I've had two, but they were when I was, I think, 6 and 11 on my balls.
So you barely remember it.
I remember it pretty good, though. Like, I do. Like, I remember after the second one, dude, I felt like it felt like somebody hit me in the balls with a sledgehammer, and then I woke up an hour later. That's exactly what it felt like. And I was like, ooh, ooh. Like I was groaning and grunting. You know what I mean? Like,
You said
oh.
they did surgery?
What was that?
Did you say they did surgery on your ball?
Yeah, I had a non-descending testicle.
Ooh.
So at 6 years old, my ball was in my head.
I don't want to think about fuck that, man.
Yeah, imagine that, one ball. 6 years of my life, one ball. And when they told me I had another ball, I was amazed. I was like, "What? There's another one?" You know, as a 6-year-old, I was surprised. I'm like, "Oh, there's another ball." And, okay. And then
that's really weird.
After I had surgery and they brought it down, they said when he gets a little bit older, it may tug up and there may be an issue and you may have to have it adjusted or a surgery on it again, probably. And my parents sort of mentioned that to me, but I didn't really think about it ever. And then around probably 11 years old, I started having these horrific pains in my side. And I was like, ow, like really badly, like basically like you're being punched in the balls, but no one's punching you in the balls. So you're like, what's going on? What the fuck's going on? Like your testicles twisting. And
right.
I was really upset about it, obviously. And so they brought me into the children's hospital and they were like, yeah, it's time to have that. You need to have that adjustment surgery or second surgery. And they they fucking like tie it or staple it down or something inside. So like you can't play with my balls like other people would have their balls played with. Like if Leah was to like be like, I want to suck on your balls. Ooh, it's like fucking hurts. Like it like especially the left one, it's like it's bad. It's not fun. It's not good.
I say I didn't have any of those issues, but I don't know. I don't get a pleasure out of ball play either. So I don't know what the fuck that is. But
no, I still
maybe it's because I like guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm gay.
No, if I get rubbed around there, it's nice actually. But like if you do too much, it's like ow, like that's fucked up. And it's because they're like tied together weird. Because it was kind of a more extreme version of like the second surgery was more. More than they usually have to do to someone. Apparently my body really wanted me to be a female. It was like, nah, we really want to be a girl, and that didn't happen.
Jesus, I've like readjusted in my chair like 7 times during this conversation. I'm pretty wrapped up on this.
That way, but it to this day, every once in a while, I get little tugs, and there's but it's pretty much okay, for the most part. But yeah, those are my 2 surgeries. Hard to believe it happened to me, to be honest. It's so long ago that it's like. Wow, I really had to have those surgeries. It's a common thing. Probably somebody in the chat's had one. I don't know. Some guy in the chat. There's 200 people
I've
here.
heard of it.
Yeah, chances are 5% of the people in here, maybe 1%, somebody heard of it. But I remember they referenced it in the Meet the Parents movie, the second one, the Meet the Fockers movie.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, little fucking, when they meet his parents, and he's like, oh, yeah, he had a non-descending testicle or whatever. And he goes, oh.
That's where I've heard about it from.
The guy goes, oh, it's not uncommon or whatever. And it isn't. It's funny. They do a lot of procedures. It's crazy. But yeah, I have natural blue balls. Let me see here.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
T-Rev has jumped over to Evil Spectrum as well. What's up, T-Rev? How you doing, man? What's up to everybody? There may even be some people who are unsubbed all my other stuff and forgot they were subbed to this channel, and they're like, oh yeah, this douchebag, I like him again. So what's up? And I want to say thank you to everybody who re-upped their Patreon. If you haven't done that, check out Patreon.
Super chat.
Try to re-up over there.
Chat.
Jesse would be available as a sailboat 5 times. Smiley face.
He'd also be available for rape and torture. He would agree with that.
Super chat. Super chat.
Remember the Dave Rose Titanic bit from Mount 225? Smiley face.
Was that when Rose said he was leaving? I think Rose had said he was leaving at that time. And we played the Titanic song. Yeah. Wise Society, thanks, man.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Yo, what's up, Nate from VA? Nate, and you know what's crazy is people are now members on the Joe Cronin channel and on this channel. So we've got double memberships going on. So thanks, Nate from VA.
Nice.
What's up? Yeah. So We'll be back on Corrupted Nation, I believe, next week. Everything should be back to normal next week, but you know, a lot of people don't like me, and they try to stop it.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Drew Bar 100. What's up, man? So we came on here to do a little throwdown tonight. Won't be a big deal tonight. Drew Bar, thank you very much. What's up, brother? And Doctor Who's dead, man. It's almost dead. I wanted to mention this really quickly before we get into whatever else, because they lost half their fucking audience because of their stupid SJW agenda. And, dude, recently, they just did something that basically ruins all the Doctor Who shows, everything they've ever done. They retcon the whole thing, basically. And that's just fucking insane. So that's all I really want to say. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to mention it. If people want to talk about it, feel free to talk about it. It's just ridiculous. It follows in the... I don't know, man. It's even worse than some of the Star Wars stuff, for sure. It's worse. It's like Star Trek, Star Wars, and Doctor Who all are fucking ruined. They've destroyed all the good, fun sci-fi shows that we watch. And whatever. And it's all for like some dumb agenda. They don't know what to do, so they write these stupid things.
Dude, you know what was really dumb was, I mean, I swear to God, I'll take the worst Chucky fucking sequel of all, like 7 of them. The new Child's Play was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It was like Goosebumps. Ugh.
You know, I was going to see it, and I was actually excited for it until everybody started telling me that sort of same thing.
It was fucking just a robotic dog. The worst thing he said in the movie, like, he had like one line in the movie that was slightly mean, like, "They're ruining our fun, Andy." Like, he wasn't even like the same dude. Like, it was dumb. It was the dumbest fucking. They should have to put Child's Play on it was the worst fucking.
You
thing.
just sounded like
called it
Raggedy Fag. You just sounded like Bill Burr when you did that. "They're ruining our fun, Andy." Like, it sounded like Bill Burr. Oh man,
fuck, dude.
I like Bill.
I was excited to see it. It was just like, what is this piece of shit?
Yeah, I don't know. That's too bad. What's up, Doc Durrell? How do I get this mic to work?
Oh,
there he goes.
Play well with others.
I had to unmute him. It's my fault. What's up, Earl?
Oh shit.
Oh, maybe not.
No, wonder if he has that server mode on. You might have to change your audio settings, bro.
I don't know what's matter with my audio. Fucking fuck, faggot. Like, do you think he's flipping out right now? Fuck, faggot. Like, he's losing.
I do not know. You sound like somebody when you said faggot. I don't know who. It's like twice.
It sounded like Dr. Earl.
Perfect. No, it was somebody else. You like morphed into some fucking. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Earl, you hear us?
Calling Dr. Earl.
Calling Dr. Earl. He's in the chat. He's in the Discord. I can't get this fucking thing. He's like flipping the fuck out right now. No, your voice ain't coming through, Dr. Earl. It ain't working. Where you at, Dr. Earl? Use your fucking voice, cracker.
I don't know. I know when I put my mic in, it like tries to where the audio comes out, it tries to put everything on the microphone. So I don't know if maybe his did that. I have to like reset it to speakers.
Dr. Earl. I'm just
Dr.
imagining.
Earl, you're really.
Oh, there he goes. I can hear something now.
Are you hearing me now?
Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Yeah.
I just
What the fuck?
Oh wait, that's Drew. That's not Earl.
Fucking piece of shit. It lost my microphone. Hang on.
Fucking
Wow.
piece of shit.
Drew has a diddle cave. Drew has a diddle cave.
Fucking piece of shite.
You piece of shit.
Calling Dr. Earl, buddy. Come on, dude. What the fuck? What's with that new picture?
So Dr.
He looks
Earl's,
like he's. Have you seen
Dr. Earl's
pictures?
mic ain't working. Drew's stopped working. That that
He
noise
looks
is
like
so
he
loud.
smelled a fart, but he's in like a room where like
Oh!
you do the fucking.
Oh God! I just spilled the drink all over me.
Ooh,
I mean, all over me, man.
nice. That's hot.
No, it's
Was it,
horrible because I just spilt it on my desk, and my desk is covered by a black, like a cloth.
Black person.
No, that's my.
Okay.
That's my neighbor. Oh my God, that's loud. Why is that so loud? All computer sounds are like extra loud right now on my computer.
So
I
what's
can't
wrong?
figure it out.
So what did it spill on the fucking cloth?
Yeah, but on my legs and my everything. But I don't care about that. But the cloth is what I care about because now it's gonna be all like sticky forever because it's in the cloth. Like now you really have to, like washer machine
Suck
the
it out.
fucking. Yeah, this sucks. I don't know.
Well, at least I didn't get on your keyboard. I've killed 2 computers that way.
No, that's true. I do have a new keyboard, but it would have sucked to have to whip out another one because I got another keyboard I need. Hey, Tommy, how you feeling, Tommy? How's it going, man?
Fuck you!
Oh, come on.
I have to get off in a couple seconds.
All right, fine.
I go to stretch them out.
Oh,
Joe, Leah's pussy needs a cleaning out.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh my God, die.
Yeah, Leah, you tell him.
Dildo asses.
What?
Dildo asses.
I go to stretch them out.
Dildo asses.
Oh.
Dildo asses.
I have to get off in a couple seconds.
Oh my God, dude. Let me see if Drew's mic. All right, maybe he's fixed. I don't know. Yo, Dr. O, can you hear us? God, he's. It's still not working. Oh my God, Drew. I mean, Earl. And both of you. Both Drew and Earl are fucked up right now.
Fuck. Or maybe Drew's trying to help him. I don't know.
You think so?
I don't know. They disappeared together. Kind of creepy, sexy,
So there's a conspiracy in the Star Trek show because there's this guy. I know that you don't care, but the idea of this works without being it has nothing to do with Star Trek really. It just has to do with the principle. So this guy back on this the Voyager show, this guy played this character called Ichib, right? And the guy's a grown guy now, right? And a couple of years ago, like 3 years back or whatever it was, during the Kevin Spacey thing, the guy like tweeted something like, he's fuck this cancel culture stuff type of stuff thing or whatever. And then he made fun of Anthony Rapp, who's like one of the guys that, accused him of stuff from Star Trek Discovery, which is the new Star Trek show. And then I guess like the guy couldn't get booked to conventions and stuff like that after that. And they'd gone and said like, don't book this guy. He's a fucking scumbag. And so on Picard, the new Star Trek show, they like opened up with spoiler, by the way. It's not a big spoiler, but it is if you're a fan of Voyager. They fucking kill Icheb in the most horrific way, and it's played by a different actor. He's played by a different actor, and he's just murdered horrifically for no reason. And it's like, the Red Letter Media is the only one that picked up on this. And they were like, did they really kill him just to fucking, just to be like, fuck you to that guy? And I think they did, because it's fucking weird. The guy dies for no reason, and it all happens for no reason. I swear to God, they literally killed a guy because of his like political Twitter or whatever. Although he says he's like I'm a liberal. I'm just kind of say crazy shit, It's like, yeah, you got fucked up by those guys. So all the fans are pissed. It's fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, I guess it's like everything else these days, right?
Yeah. I really think they did it though, but the Red Letter Media guys was hilarious. Dr. Earl, how about now, man? Dr. Earl, we keep bringing you in here, but we can't hear you. Your mic's not on, or you're not. You might have push to talk enabled. Do you have push to talk enabled? Try that.
What the fuck?
Try push to talk.
Forget how the fuck I just have voice activity and it works great.
Oh, Manu was on. Yeah, I've actually heard Manu on a couple different podcasts already, talking about some of it. Well,
plug it out and plug it back in, Earl. Kick it.
Kick the bucket. Oh no!
Just gotta give it a kick there, and
Just-
it'll fire back up.
Maybe I'll get my AR-15 and go fight in YR again. What's with everybody in the community like fighting back with guns and weapons? It's fucking creepy.
Well, you know, keyboards don't really. You can't shoot people.
Yeah, and if I had bodyguards, I'd just hire Dr. Earl and S.Dollar. S.Dollar, every music video S.Dollar makes now is like him with like weapons saying he's gonna kill people.
Well, yeah. Just tell him they're blanks, you know, and then he can bust like a Brandon Lee.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did I hear somebody?
I heard something, but it's usually people leaving, keep leaving.
No, I thought I heard. It was either I heard you say something and it didn't get picked up good, or somebody kind of broke.
I don't know, but that bleeping is fucking pissing me off. Well, it looks like it ain't gonna work tonight for them.
Well, shit. At least it's not mine.
You've got a
tonight,
diddle
fuck.
cave. We got a diddle cave. He has a diddle cave. Oh my god, that noise has to stop. I'm gonna fucking flip the fuck out. Oh my god, that fucking noise is enraging.
Yeah.
Bloom.
This place is all right, but Discord kind of leaves a lot of things. Like, you just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
I don't like
it's
it that
like.
much.
Can we get any programs that work right? I mean, like Skype has always been fucked since the day we began using it, and all of this,
Is
Discord.
any of that, like, I saw something about a server boost. Is that just for, like, goofy shit, or does that actually help with connection?
They say it helps, but you know, I don't know. We've done it, and I don't really know if I've noticed it. You know?
No, but I mean, wouldn't everybody have to have it?
Yeah, I guess so. Darren Edwards.
So I was just,
yeah,
I was
I agree
like
with
ready
you,
to
man.
try it to see if it. Because when there's like 5 people in here, it gets a little, you know.
Yeah, it
even
gets
up.
choppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I agree with you, man. BBC. The thing about BBC is like when things go bad for Doctor Who or for shows in the BBC. I never knew this, but what a lot of people start complaining about is like we pay for this. You know, like you're paying for your own indoctrination and SJW. Like you're paying for these people to shove these weird agendas down your throat and ruin the show you loved. And I'm like, what? They pay for it? And because that's part of like the taxing over there. But I didn't know that. So, because I heard people saying that, I'm like, what are they talking about? I'm like, yeah, I pay for my content too. But they're talking about like the fact that they pay for the, that's part of the taxing or whatever, or the TV network over there. It'd be like PBS, PBS having Doctor Who on in America, putting out a show, I guess. I don't know. Someone would have to tell me the real facts on that. I don't really remember. But, probably
Can you hear
Darren.
me now?
There,
Yeah,
I hear
yeah.
somebody.
You sound like
Do I sound horrible?
you sound okay.
Yeah.
You're on a different mic,
I
but
do.
yeah, you don't sound like
Yeah,
you're on
no,
the
I
mic.
switched my phone.
Okay.
Oh, the ATR just stopped working.
Oh, really? Like you're
I know the lights on and everything, but I don't know.
Well, that's all
Everything's hooked
good.
up. I don't know what's fuck happened.
Shit happens, man. We're at the end of the deal anyway here. We kind of talked about a little bit of stuff, and we're on a weird channel.
I was trying to talk about the Doctor Who thing, and that's when I noticed everything was fucked up. But the only thing I was going to add to that was, and I'm not trying to say that women ruin movies or anything. When you try and have, kind of like you said, this SJW movement on a show, the people that watch the show, like Doctor Who, I haven't really ever seen the show, but I would imagine it's a role for a man. Like there's shows out there that the role is for a woman, but you
Right.
can't just cross things. You can't go stick a guy in the wrestling ring and glow and expect people to grab onto that.
It's not even that, too. It's like
Bad example.
it's really it's the bad writing of the show. It's like because you could do a female doctor because people have actually talked about a female doctor for a long time. It's how they're doing the female doctor. It's just like anything else. If you did a female doctor and it was still the doctor, you'd be like, oh, it's the doctor, but it's just the female's playing the doctor. But she acted more like the doctor. But she sort of but they stick all this other weird stuff in there and agenda stuff, and then these stories all just based on the agenda stuff, and it ruins everything. The writing is bad then, and everything is bad because you're not writing to tell a story anymore. You're writing to force some kind of agenda on people, and that's what they do.
So with Doctor Who, someone takes over. It's not the same character or whatever. Like with James Bond, it's a new person every time they change the main character.
Yeah, it's like
okay. Well, that's a little different then. So I was thinking,
it's
like
always
the female James Bond thing, and it's like James Bond is a man.
It's always been a guy. But I mean, right now, Biden delegates to date, Biden has the most delegates. I find that hard to believe. Does anybody else smell bullshit here?
He flew past all of a sudden today. Wasn't Bernie in the lead going into today?
Yeah. How is Biden beating Bernie?
That's weird. Unless those states were pro-Biden, and
he's a fucking retard.
Bernie even came out and said that he's still confident he's going to win. So maybe he knows something we don't. Tulsi got one delegate. One.
Well, that's almost as many as Biden's ever got. So. I mean, Biden? I think Biden has 3 delegates in fucking 3 attempts since 1980.
Yeah, and somehow he's pulled off what last I saw was like 170.
Yeah, well, that's only because of thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
Biden is a fucking nitwit idiot, dude. If he wins, I mean, you might as well just like Bernie. I might believe could possibly try to beat Trump, maybe. But Biden, no way. Biden, not only would Biden not beat anybody, but he's also an idiot. He's the government shill, crooked piece of shit. If Biden gets voted for, then all this crooked shit's gonna get done. But at least if Bernie gets in, he's gonna try some, whatever his ideas. But at least they're his ideas. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
Fuck this shit, man.
All right, man. Good night, everybody. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, Drew. Thanks, Earl.
See you, man.
Kisses. Yeah, that's irritating the shit out of me. And we're on some other weird channel tonight anyway. I hope you guys check out my Patreon. I uploaded a new episode. Instead of doing Cronin Speaks, and instead of doing Cronin Rants, and instead of doing Note to Self, all of those different versions of my rants on my phone that I used to do back in the day and years ago. I think I did 2 Note to Selfs last year, 1 the year before, and I did Cronin Speaks throughout the last 3-4 years. I just decided to combine them all into one so it's all confusing and annoying, and I also don't like my name and everything either. So I just made it Note to Self, and I put them all in the same category on Patreon. Since Note to Self was the first one I did like 5 years ago, and I did one on Patreon years ago, I just brought it back as that. So Note to Self is up. That's my sort of rambling, ranting, vlogging audio that I do. That's up. If you didn't hear, it's 30 minutes long. It's on Patreon right now. Definitely give that a listen. I think I had some fun with that today. I've had some fun with it in the past, so it's bad. I did one a couple weeks ago. And then obviously about a year ago and a couple weeks ago, and then there's a couple every year or whatever. But I just combined them all to make it easier. So that's on Patreon. Check that out. And motherfucker, we'll see who wins the super delegate bullshit tonight. I'm very, very curious. See what happens. S.Dollar. He might kill your ass. This fucking videos, man. Look, dude with the monetize this belt, man. The belt. He's still got it. Thanks for coming back to Patreon, S. Dot.
Monetize this chant. Monetize this chant. Monetize this chant. What the fuck is up now? Bars are out. Kiss the bitch. With the drinks up, you know you wanna rock with the best. You know how we do.
You get all vested up like this in Boston, you'd be killed by somebody.
Some blocks and some texts. It's your trigger finger when I'm riding with my best. Pull up to your crib and ride dating in the flesh. This week Jake Boss wanna run his fucking mouth. Talking about he gon' slap me in high school off the shelf. Listen here, rookie, stop lying to yourself. I heard you try shit, I've heard better from the south. Listen here, rookie, you ain't a lyrical genius. I'll give you what you need, now keep sucking on my penis. Send your ass back and can't fuck with the realest. Old man Davey, you ain't nothing but a fiend, bitch. Let me catch you slipping, send your ass right to the cleaners. S-Dot, homie, yeah, I'm known for misdemeanors. Y'all know me and yeah, you know my demeanor. Around my fucking hood, I pick it up like a sweeper. Oh, you really wanna test this? I got hollows that'll rip it through your chest. Why you in the ER? You recognize who we are? S-Dot, dollar, ask your girl, she know who we are. Every time I try to come up, man, I run into a fake bug. You made a major mistake. Show you what money can do from LA to LA. Just don't be surprised when you're getting dragged into a lake. Yeah, this little bitch wanna talk. Fuck all this rapping, we can let the gun stop. S-Dot, bitch, tell me who want what. Cock the shawty back and let your body do the jump. Ain't nobody fucking with me, homie, you a chump. Your songs are cute though, you little cute chip, mom. Yeah, no, be a good boy, take your ass back to the board. And whip up something worthy, homie, you know, cause I'm bored. Drinks up, you know you wanna rock with the best. You know how we do with some blocks and some checks. It's your trigger finger when I'm riding with my vest. Pull up to your crib and broad dating in the flesh. S-Dot, little homie, come test and get your ass laid out like the motherfucking rest. Yeah, I know you know you're rocking with the best. You wanna play my game, you better walk with a